but then police can also use them for a lot of different things.
So the fire training building is old. It was built in 1977.
The main type of piece of equipment that we actually use during an event, we use a snow plow.
Okay.
And if it's just a sanding event, it'll just be almost like a dump truck on the street, and it'll be putting material on the street, whether it's
Good morning. First want to thank Chief Burns, Assistant Chief Hoekstra, the rest of the PD leadership that's here today. I don't get
So what about the awesome snow gates that we have? Are they, all the bugs worked out of them and they're working like really good, or do you still have issues? I know there was a few.
snow, you can break those snow gates. Okay. And it's just one of those things where we kind of have to prepare for that. And, you know, if the snow's light, you know, we could move a 10-inch snow with it. One of our
areas when there is such narrower streets and not a lot of places to put that snow.
Yeah, townhomes, duplexes, where we don't have a lot of boulevard.
Yeah.
That's a headache for us.
So
the public needs to know that we have an incredible police force that is working hard, a record number of investigations, as the chief alluded to, that is dedicated to getting
all year round.
Okay.
Like today, we have 6 pothole crews out, and the weather's a little bit nice. The streets are clear, and we
Sure.
can get some of those potholes filled.
okay.
Other activities that we do help our
last month, I should say now, and we'll be opening later this fall. We also recently added a dedicated officer with a social work background.
or put back in. Our teams will do that for the water maintenance team.
So there's a lot of close collaboration with all of our other divisions of public works then.
There is. We're definitely one team, and we got to work together to kind of get all.
Someone who can be kind of an interstitial and can understand some of those mental health and behavioral health challenges that some folks that are dealing with addiction are experiencing.
About water main breaks in the wintertime. So we were just out at the streets, folks, talking about snow and, you know, keeping busy during the wintertime. Can you walk us through what
done serving their sentence and have to be reacclimated into our community. It's our role and our job and our responsibility as a city to help them be successful so that
and they get the call and then they respond to the leak.
So is that standby person, is he working here at the maintenance shop, or is he
Yep.
at home just waiting?
He's at home with the truck.
Okay.
one area we certainly don't want to sacrifice, since we've added some more dollars to that. We're also going to be asking our city council to make a significant investment this year in a fire prevention officers in our city. And so very needed, and I'm confident that the city council agrees with that well and that we'll get funding for that later on this year. So those. And that is why that's such a big challenge, but also an opportunity for us. And so under the leadership of Chief Burns and the entire police force, I feel we
That's just because we've had to cut a section of pipe out and it became negative pressure. So
Okay.
then we have to cut in a chunk of pipe, and that's when we have our boilers. And as if nobody's called me, there's still a boil order. Well, if there's a boiler and it passes, we don't contact anybody.
Okay.
It's fine after 24 hours to drink the water.
Okay.
If it
All right, Jake, we were just talking to Darren about water main breaks in the public right of way or in streets. So now we're going to talk about actual service lines that go into my house. That comes from the main that's in the street,
Yes,
right?
correct.
And so then is this my property or is this your property?
This would be our property connected to the This is just our access point to get into this 6-foot long tube.
So this is coming from the center of the street.
No, this would be in your grass, your,
Okay.
your sidewalk,
Okay.
wherever.
these caps have also, I've seen in driveways.
Yes.
So do we do both locations, or are they mainly now just in the front yards, or?
The problem in there, and typically what we like to, actually what it is code now. You must put a street valve in and have this inside of there. Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. There's thousands of them.
Okay.
So unfortunately, there's thousands, and that's why we've initiated a new program where, if the homeowner would like us to, we come in.
So at my house, I also am very responsible, and I have a fire hydrant in my boulevard.
Yes.
And so, do fire hydrants leak also?
Yes, they can. What it is.
So Darren mentioned that, with temperature changes, we see some water main breaks. Is it the same with service leaks? Do the temperature changes certainly, or just don't? What work do you do aside from a leaky fire hydrant? What kind of work do you do on our fire hydrants?
Yes, after there's Sioux Falls Fire Rescue has used a fire hydrant for maybe we will utilize our pump here. This will pump the water out of the hydrant to make sure nothing freezes in there and breaks.
And I get no water. What should I do?
You'd want to probably, first of all, go down in your basement where your water meter is.
Okay.
See if that down, and that creates steam and hot water, and it thaws the ice out
Okay.
all the way out to the water main if we have to.
So just for a homeowner, just in case they didn't know,